Welcome back for the next devlog. And this one, just before I get into what's new in the game, I just wanted to mention there is another game out with the same name, Astraeus, now. So I'm going to be looking into new names I can use. And if anybody has any suggestions or good names they can think of, please leave a comment with them and I'll see what I can come up with, because I kind of suck at coming up with names. Okay, so let's see what's new here. So the first thing to show here is in the bottom right corner, you can see there's a bit of a event notification system now. It's based a lot off the game Civilization. So you can see if you click it, it zooms into wherever the object is that the alert was triggered by. And you can click on the X to close them out there. So I'm just going to show here when you build another room, one will pop up for the room. And I can trigger these for any event in the game and pass in any object that they'll move to. So it's pretty versatile for down the road. Okay, and here is some of the options I put in that the player can change. So you can actually turn the alerts completely off. You can also set them to fade out on their own. You can tell it not to fade out at all. And you can also set how many it'll display on the screen at a time. So I'm just kind of poking around showing some of them here. So yeah, if you set auto close, you can set how many seconds it'll take before they fade off. Okay, and the next thing here is I started setting some space station stats. So there's power, water, and oxygen. As you build rooms, it takes off a bit of power for each room. And then if you build a power generator like I show here, it'll raise the power level again. So this is going to come into play a lot more later, whereas if rooms lose power or that you don't have enough power, they'll stop functioning. Water and oxygen don't actually do anything yet, but if you do build a water treatment room or a garden, it'll start increasing the value. That'll be another thing I'll start working on soon, where based on how many people are in the station and how many rooms and stuff, it'll trigger how fast the water and oxygen levels deplete. And another feature that's been added, just building a medical room here. I just was playing around with some values, so now it shows a botanist instead of a medic. But in the medical room, if you move people now, you see the health bars on the player stats actually increase. So you can recover health now and heal people. So here, if we bring a new player in, you see all the health increasing. And then now here, this is the gym. And this room will be used to increase morale. So same idea, if you move one in here. And now if you check the stats here, you'll actually see the morale increasing. Later I'm going to add like gym equipment and stuff in there. So when they're healing, they're actually animating and using the equipment. Same with the medical room. The medic will be in there and actually heal the player. Okay, and the next update, I added a barracks room, and I have two different types of Marines like all the other characters. There's a male and a female version right now. So I'm just building a few of them so you can see each. Okay, so here's the characters here. I also added some inverse kinematics, so they actually hold weapons. So you can see in here as they move around, they're actually holding their guns. And in a minute here, I'll show a bit more on how that works. But I started adding these, so sometime soon I can start working on some basic enemies and actually making some combat systems. Okay, and here's the inverse kinematic setup I was talking about. So basically all it is you rig up the character and his animation so they attach to whatever object you want. So in this case, the gun. So both his left and right hand attached to it, and however you move it, his body and animations will follow. So now that that's set, it should be pretty easy to swap out weapons and do some shooting animations. So yeah, that's everything I got right now. A few things I plan on working on is start getting some basic combat hopefully soon. As well, I'm going to start making the grid system where you have to place objects in the correct spot. You can't just place them randomly. Well, thanks for watching, and if you have any suggestions for a name or just suggestions for the game in general, leave a comment and subscribe, and I'll try to keep these coming on a regular basis. Thanks for watching. Bye.